Hey everybody, this is Laurie with City of Raleigh Nature Programs. I'm here this morning at Shelley Lake Park, and today we're going to be learning a little bit about the turtles that can be found here. Now, across the world there are three main groups of turtles. Some of them live in the ocean. They're very large and they have flippers to help them swim. Some of them live in freshwater habitats like lakes and ponds and even rivers, and some of them walk around on the land. Well, here at Shelley Lake Park, we can find turtles from two of those groups, and I hope we see some today. Turtles are pretty easy to recognize because they're the animals that walk around with a big hard shell on their back. They carry their home around with them. So come join me as we find out more about the turtles at Shelley Lake Park. Well, this beautiful guy is an eastern box turtle. And you probably won't find him swimming in the lake because box turtles are terrestrial, or land-dwelling. So box turtles are found in fields and forests, maybe even in your own backyard. The box turtle is really the only kind of land turtle that we have in North Carolina. So he doesn't have flippers. Instead, he has kind of stump-like legs. You can see the claws on the end of his feet. He has a really high domed shell, and that helps to make it very strong, and it's just one of the things that protects him out in the wild. Another thing that helps him out is that he's very well camouflaged. And that means if I were to put him down on the forest floor right now, he would be really hard to see because of his colors and his patterns. And the box turtle actually gets its name because if it feels threatened, it can pull its head and all of its legs inside the shell and completely close up. Well, this gorgeous guy is another box turtle. This one's a little bit bigger and he has brighter colors. So box turtles all have unique patterns of colors on their shells. It's kind of like our fingerprints. Each one of them is different and they can be identified by their shells. Turtles belong to the group of animals that we call reptiles. Other reptiles you might know about are snakes, lizards, and the crocodiles and alligators. So all reptiles have dry, scaly skin. They breathe with lungs, even if they can stay underwater for a long time. And all reptiles are cold-blooded, which means they have the same temperature as the air around them. So if a box turtle wants to warm up, it has to crawl into a sunny spot. And if it needs to cool down, it's going to move into the shade. So the girl turtles, the females, are going to always lay their eggs on the land. So that means even for our water turtles, the ones that live in the ocean or in the lake, they're going to crawl out of the water and lay their eggs on dry land. So box turtles have two shells. The one on top we call the carapace. And then this one on the belly or the bottom is called the plastron. So box turtles live in a pretty small area. They really only occupy maybe a half an acre or 2 acres at the most. And they eat lots of different kinds of foods. They might look for earthworms or slugs or snails. And then they also eat some plant foods like berries and different green plants that they might find, even the occasional mushroom. Well, this is another one of the turtles that can be found here at Shelley Lake Park. This one is a little musk turtle, and this is a freshwater or aquatic turtle. It means it spends a lot of time in the water. So usually the aquatic turtles have a more flattened or streamlined shell to help them swim under the water. This little musk turtle is a bit different. His shell is kind of domed because he likes to spend all of his time walking around on the bottom of the lake. So if you look down through some shallow water, you might see one of these guys walking along. Like the box turtle, this one is an omnivore. So it means it eats some animals and some plant foods. This one might be hunting for fish or aquatic insects or crayfish, other things that live in the water with it. And it might eat some plants or algae that it finds in the water. So like many animals that hang around the water, this one has webbed feet. You can see the webbing between its toes. It also has a very small plastron. It's one of the ways we can identify the musk turtle. You can see a lot of his body sticks out around the sides of that. He might use his claws to dig around in the mud to find a safe place to sleep for a little bit of the winter. Well, turtles have been on Earth since the time of the dinosaurs. But unfortunately, many species are in trouble today because of habitat loss and other problems. So it's important that if we see them in the wild, we enjoy them in their natural habitat, but never remove them from where we find them. Well, I hope you've enjoyed learning about turtles with me today at Shelley Lake Park. I'm Laurie with City of Raleigh Nature Programs, and remember, put on your shoes, head outside, and go make some discoveries in nature. I'll see you next time, everybody.